Welcome back, ladies and gentlebeards. It's been a while. I know. Christmas, holidays, it's been a busy time. My brother was up. It was fantastic time. Him and I are doing some recording. We're going to be doing some more in the future, off and on. We got to edit all that stuff. We'll get that sorted. For now, I figure I got to jump back into it and get some videos on the go. So I figure I'm going to do 7 Days to Die. Not just regular 7 Days to Die. I'm going to be covering the Valmod expansion, or in this case, it's an overhaul pack. You could do an expansion pack or an overhaul pack. In this case, I'm overhauling it. So if you're unfamiliar with 7 Days to Die, if you've not played it, it's going to be very similar, but this is going to be a lot, I wouldn't say more difficult, but it's going to be a different experience entirely. When you do open this game, after you have got the mod pack, essentially, like the overhaul installed, make sure that you open it directly from the game file, not through Steam. It won't run right. Personally, I put a shortcut on my desktop to the actual game file, so I don't have to go through browsing files all day. First things first, we got a new camera. I hope it looks good on your end. I've done a little tweak and tried to get it working. New mic, as you can see, studio recording mic. The first one, it was broken right into the box, and that's why I've been kind of waiting for this one to come in. But I got it. It's set up. I hope it's working good. It looks like it is. Very excited about all this. What am I waiting for? We get their vape. No beers today. I'm drinking the old sparkling lemon water. But cheers for that anyway. Oh, and let's do this. So before I start actually playing, I go into the editing tools on the front screen here. I usually make myself a little map. This is one that I actually just took a screenshot of, snipped it out. I usually put it off to the side so I kind of have an idea where I'm going. Some people don't like doing that. They find it a little cheaty. I like it. I just kind of like foreplanning things. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to set the map up on my second monitor. So you see in that map, the seed on that map is going to be the name. The name I used is Towns with capital T, and I went for 2 people. So the amount of people that you select for the map is going to determine, obviously, the size of it. If you go with more people, it'll probably use the same settings. It'll just make it a bigger map. Like I said, you can do that in your editing tools. You put your size, you put the name. Pickle, that was the last one I did. It's not a bad one either. So I'm going to go into new game. I'm going to put Towns. Like so. You got Navigain or Random Gen. Navigain is just a stock map. If you have a laggy computer, just don't have enough memory essentially to run Random Gen, Navigain's still a lot of fun. I put it on survival multiplayer in case I want someone else to join on with me. We'll go through the options here. I've got it set on Warrior. You have your different classes over here. Nomad is kind of like your normal player, so, you know. Oh, not just a new recruit anymore. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. I've got number 3. I've never tried 6 or 5, but I go, you know, just a little bit harder. I put the daylight length, obviously, for 18 hours. It's just, when you're playing on your own generated map and on a server, it makes it a lot easier. Zombies run default, you know, that's whether or not they run at night or run at day or always run. I turned off persistent profile, so if you want to change your character and whatnot, you can. I put the 24-hour cycle for 40 minutes, so, you know, it's not too bad. 20 minutes during day, 20 minutes during night. It makes it good. Most of this I leave the same. Loot abundance I crank. I'm playing on a single player map, especially with this mod pack. It's just going to be more difficult to do by yourself. I don't recommend playing it alone. It is a lot more fun with somebody else. A lot more fun. Loot respawn time, again, I put for 5 days. We want things moving here. I'm not going to grind the hell out of this game. Excuse me, personally, I put on Blood Moon count, I put 64 enemies, because I'm not no noob. We're putting that on that. I want a lot of zombies on the Blood Moon, which is every 7 days. If you're not unfamiliar with the game, you get a horde. That's your Blood Moon. Airdrops every single fucking day. Hell yeah. And mark airdrops, yep, I want to be able to find them. So there's all that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set this for 2. Don't worry, you can change this in the future. You can generate your map, etc., etc. Other than that, you can either put a public game or you can put private. You know what? I'm going to leave it public. If someone wants to hop on with me, by all means. This is all your claim stuff for, like, when you have, if you're on a server live, you don't want other people breaking into your shit. That'll just determine the size of your claims so that people can't just break everything apart. For the most part, that should pretty well do it. I'm going to generate this map. Blueshki. She's going to generate up, and I'll be right back as soon as that's done. And we're back. She's all generated. So this is what you're going to start up with, I should say. Valmod's great, man. It's got a custom UI. It's all different. It's got all your leveling, and everything's changed up. I've played this now a few times. I'm no genius when it comes to it, but I kind of have the basic knowledge of it now. I really love this mod pack. I can't speak highly enough of it. I love it. It changes the game entirely. Adds so many items, it just makes it a lot more fun. I do have an idea on the map where I'm going. If you happen to see on the left-hand side on the one I showed you, there's like 3 or 4 towns kind of right close to each other in the forest biome. I'm going to go for that. I'm in the forest biome now, so hopefully I'm going to be close. So here we go. This tells you how to basically... Oh, pardon me. This tells you how to get you... So this basically tells you how to get your class. So when you start... Oh. Okay, so there's still your basic survival quests, so it's going to get you to do that. It's like a tutorial thing. It is worth doing because it gives you skill points, which are going to be extremely, extremely important in this. So I usually start off, we'll do the old punch some grass, grab some stones, get all this stuff on the go. Now, your classes are going to make a huge difference as to what you can and cannot do. Me personally, in fact, you know what, we'll get on that right now. You go in. One thing about this mod you're going to notice is that there's going to be a little bit of lag when you're typing in your craft screen. It's expected. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. You get used to it pretty quickly. You click recipes on your little clipboard. These are your classes. They all have specialty skill points, direction, as well as items you start with, except for Wildcard. Wildcard, you get a few more skill points you can manually put where you want, but you don't start with any items, so I don't normally go for that. You got Miner, Medic, Hunter, Gunman, Builder, Bruiser. All that stuff is really handy. If you're playing alone, or if you're just starting to try off the mod pack, I suggest Survivor. Survivor is a really, really good starting one. I'll show you why. So you basically do that, craft it. Oh, I want to kill that deer once I get this. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, you put it in your inventory, you place it down, grab this here key, right click on it, you drink the key, apparently, nom nom nom, and then you open up your case. So this is all the stuff it's going to start you off with. I know, seems cheaty, but you know what, it's just part of the way this mod pack is making it. So, one good aspect about Survivor is, in the mod pack, a lot of things are locked. Normally, in the regular game, you have the ability to scrap items that you don't need. You can't do that until you get your scavenging to a certain level in this mod pack. This class actually gets you to that level. So I'm going to put my clothes on here. You get your experience. So what this is going to do is basically going to put all the skill points specifically into where they should go for your particular class, which is kind of cool. Again, I can scrap this now. I normally wouldn't be able to if I didn't have this class or until I get my scavenging up high enough. Each class comes with its own personalized quest. Perfect. So we'll read that. There's going to be a lot of reading, a lot of books, and a lot of basically just acquiring knowledge and skill, which is a really cool aspect of this game. Crossbow. What's better to start with? You have first aid kits. We got food. It's actually got really good food. You got canned meat stew, which is absolutely fantastic. See, some torches, bandages, flashlight. I don't have a whole lot of use for the flashlight. I find I can see quite well at night, honestly. What I'm going to do here, I might try and take that deer out. We'll see. Come on. Oh. Your aim is a little off when you first start, so you got to kind of... There we go. So I got that. Another cool thing, you get a hunting knife for getting your meats. So you get meat, bone, fat, all that stuff. The cooking in this mod pack is unreal. They've made it so fucking much better. It's crazy. So first things first, we need to craft a bedroll. That's why I punched the grass. We'll craft him up. Let's try and figure out where we're at here. I'm basically going to get these quests done, kind of loot some of this garbage, try and find some stuff that I can use. Again, I can't tell you how different this mod pack is from the regular game. So, I mean, one thing I would advise is anything that you can keep it. Because the crafting recipes are slightly different. The way things are made are a little bit different. It's just, like I said, it's an entirely different game. Don't look at this as 7 Days to Die. Look at it as the Valmod pack. Let's see here. What else do we need? So we need to put the bedroll down. We'll take this out, we'll put you down. You can shift click. Shift clicking into your inventory and chests really help. There we go. There's that. Pick him back up. We'll need him. So your sleeping bag essentially makes you a spawn point. More or less. So now it's going to give me my next quest line. We need to make an axe. I got wood, I got stone, I got enough stuff to make an axe. That's just your typical quest line. That's, you know, you always have to do it. I don't know where I'm at. Hopefully I'm close to where I want to be. Sometimes the traveling takes a little while. Get some of this map unlocked here. So, okay, we need a wooden club. For that, I need wood, which is fine because I have this axe. You notice my axe came out as 50. Another good thing about the survivor class is you start off with 1 toolsmithing. So like you got archery already up, you got assault rifles on 1, blunt weapons is on 1, carpentry 1. Like it gives you a good chunk. Scavenging, it's aimed towards being a survivor, which is really cool. There we go. Okay, so I got enough wood to make what I need to make. So let's just get the stuff done and over with. There are some very tedious, monotonous parts in this. I probably will be cutting in and out as I do things. I'm not going to make you guys just sit there and watch me dig a hole for half an hour to an hour straight. What was I going to do here? I need a club. As it says over there. Boop. And next, I'm pretty sure it's going to ask me to make a campfire, if I remember correctly. See, that's the lag I'm talking about. What do we need for campfire? We need stone. You want to go here. Might as well get a little bit of wood while it's doing that. And we're going to need a little bit of stone. Yeah, that should be good. So we'll get the campfire on the go. Craft him. I don't use the club. I just personally don't like it. So I'm not even going to bother with it. Okay, so we got that done. Let's just pull these out. Says it wants to place the campfire. Booski. You can pick that up if you mine it, but it's not really even worth it. Okay, so there's the main quests. Now it's going to give me a quest to go find my trader. So it will show you the trader on the map. Well, where is mine? Looks like he's way over here. I need to get some of this map unlocked, so I might as well just go on ahead and get that done. So we'll run up. We'll do what we can do. We'll grab what we can grab. Maybe we'll see some zombies on the way. We'll kill those. My suggestion when you're doing stuff like this, using trees, you get a good 3 to 4 wood per. So as you're running, you can just give it a quick booski, scarabluski, and then that'll be a good way to get yourself some wood on the way. It's just a fast way to do it while you're running. You can see on the bottom left, your yellow is obviously the stamina. You got your health, pretty self-explanatory. Green is your food level, because you have to eat and all that jazz. And then, obviously, water. It counts how many zombies you've killed, which is actually really cool. Oh, what was that over there? I suggest... Oh, that's a zombie. He's a big fella. Let's take him out. Booski. Crossbow's a very decent weapon to start out with. These guys are toughies. There we go. He's down. When they're down, they're probably not dead. So give him a little punt to the head. Some water. Everything comes in handy. Everything comes in handy. Okay, so we got... What is that? Some kind of hotel. Oh, looks like we have a town over there already or something. Be very careful when you're going down hills and stuff like this. If you sprain or break your ankle or your leg, it's a nightmare. Oh, I missed. There we go. One thing they changed when they went to Alpha 16 in this game is your aim when you're like this is no longer crosshair, which makes things difficult. You get used to it. I am not. I do a lot of the firing from the hip. I'm not the most accurate person in the world. I do get better as time goes, though. Wire tool. That's one thing I personally have not got into yet, was a whole lot of wiring. That's kind of an end late game kind of a thing. So we'll get into that eventually. For now, we'll just do what we gotta do. Go find this trader. We'll get that quest off the list. And it's nice to know where the trader is, but I'm kind of... I got a specific idea as to where I'm gonna go, so... We'll do that. time is it? It's 13 o'clock. 13 o'clock. I could probably loot this house here. Is there anything in here? Anybody? Oh, person right there sleeping, quote unquote. Dead. Well, there's one there. Dead. No, not dead. Oh, I missed. Always, 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 always check your back. This game, they sneak up on you, and it will scare the fucking shit out of you. Looks like we got her coming over to check things out. We'll take her the fuck out. Make sure I'm not being circled here. You can actually get some really good loot off of the zombies in this game. I found a legendary chainsaw in the last one, and it was pretty tight. Alright, so we might as well just go in the way he's beating me. Come on. He's down. Let's kill him. Dead. Survivor notes. Very, 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 very useful. You can collect them, and you can actually craft them together into a bunch of 5. What those do is they'll give you... Oh, I thought you were dead. What those do is they give you a point each. So if you get 5 of them, you craft them into a group of 5. That will obviously give you 5 points that you can spend wherever on whatever you want. Super, super handy. I love the way they set this out. Let's see here. We need everything and anything, so I'm going to grab whatever I can grab. I bet you there's probably a zombie on the inside there. I don't need any of this. I'm going to scrap those. Cloth and all that jazz comes in handy. The doors are sometimes metal clad. If there's wood on the outside, I just, you know what, break through it. Fuck it. Oh, there he is. Make sure you always check. He didn't even notice. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh. Get a good start on this guy. Oh, we leveled up. That gives us points. And we punt you a couple of times while you're doing that. This is kind of a twofer because he's going to take that door out for me. Now, there's a big difference between hitting them in the head and hitting them in the body, obviously. Oh, if you hit him in the head, it's going to kill him a hell of a lot faster. Oh, there we go. He's down. He's probably not dead. Oh, come on. Let me... He's dead. Alright. That's that. You get these crates. You beat these things open. Make sure you always check your back. They can sneak up on you, and they still happens to me a lot. Refrigerator. What do we got? Ooh. Blueberry pie. I might as well just beat this open. I hear a zombie. I'm thinking it's probably outside. So at 22 hours, it's going to turn into night. Starting off, like I said, I'm pretending basically like you guys have never played the game. You don't want to be outside at night. End of story. Not starting off. You can eventually, and you're just fine. But... Here, I don't know if I have it unlocked or not. Chairs. I always grab chairs and scrap them. You can actually make, if you have your scavenging up enough, a lockpick. I don't have my scavenging up high enough. So I could come in here. Scavenging. What's it at? 16? What do I need to make a lockpick? Lockpick is 20. You know what? 4 points? Fine. I can make a lockpick now. That's a perfect example. These are cool. These are really cool. Some people find them cheaty, but just the whole way it's set up, I think they're just fantastic. And they're not a reusable thing. It uses 1 per. And if you're playing with somebody, you can scare the piss out of them because they'll think you're getting hit by a zombie. That's happened quite often with me and my brother. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh yeah, isn't that great? There. Use up the lockpick. Boo, yeah. I got nothing to use any of that in, but hey. Excuse me. That was a good find. Alright, I don't think I've gotten any of this stuff yet. Oh, yeah, we are finding some good stuff. I do, like I said, I do have the loot cranked. it doesn't always give you good stuff, but it just gives you a better chance of finding not so much the quality or the how well the items are, but items in general. So like, I already have 2 of these pots. I'm gonna scrap them. The ones with exclamation marks, there are certain quests that are added to this mod pack. Keep all those. You'll eventually wish that you had if you don't. Oh, untouched. We got nothing there. So you don't always find stuff. It's just not gonna happen. Oh. There we go. The R button takes everything, so if you're looting stuff and you want to pick both of those, Blueski R, that's done. Kinda hoping I was gonna find a wrench. We'll scrap in. We'll take these for now. So okay, I've pretty well got this cleared out. 16, I think I should have enough time to make it to that trader. Problem being with that is I'm going to have to try and get cover for the night, so we'll see if I have enough time to get there and then boot her back. If not, I'll probably dig a hole and just chill. Get your axe. Make some noise on the way. Go. I should have grabbed that bird, man. Anybody else around us? Always gotta watch that. Empty bottles for the first little bit, I take. They do come in handy. Storage is gonna be a nightmare in this game, I'll warn you. Until you get to the point where you can actually organize it, store it, all that stuff, yeah, you're gonna be trying to pick and choose what you want to keep and how much of it kind of type deal. I do find that they've changed the stacking methods in this game. Oh, is that a wolf? Do I risk it? Oh, do I risk it? Maybe. Oh, he's going to take her out. Oh, he's going to try to take me out. Oh. Oh, it was a lot easier than I anticipated. That's perfect. All the meat that you can get, the fucking better. Take that. Where'd he go? Take a knife. Hack him apart. If you don't start off with Survivor class, you likely won't get a knife. Some do, some don't. In that case, take a bone. You can usually get one. Oh, I don't want to go into the burnt forest. Crap. Oh well. Unfortunately enough, for whatever reason with the quest, when you go to your trader, it's not going to be any trader. It has to be the one that you are closest to that spawns in on your map. It's kind of a silly way to do things, but that's what they've done. Hopefully I don't come across anything too crazy in here. Man, they make some weird noises. Okay, so I gotta get up there. I'm not a big fan of the burnt forest for the obvious reason. Perfect. We're here. So traders are really handy, obviously, for buying and selling stuff, but a lot of times there'll be items nearby. You can actually just loot. Don't need glass for anything yet. We'll loot him. Sometimes you find some pretty good stuff inside here. Yeah, you can use those for making mines. I don't need that yet. Check this. Plastic. Not real important yet, but I'm going to take it. Now, you cannot stay in here during the night. It will kick you out immediately. So you're going to want to get in, loot, get out. I don't even think I'm going to bother looting the rest of this. I got to get a move on. So I'm going to, first things first, eat that. Hear that noise? It means my wellness went up. That means I'm getting more stamina and more health, basically. Let's drink a water. Different foods give you different wellnesses, etc., etc. How do I get back out of here? I gotta find that road. Careful not to break or sprain my leg. I got a little bit of time. I'm just going to try and get out of here. Take some of these guys out, I suppose. I don't find that these guys have anything overtly fancy, by any means. Keep tape. Definitely keep tape and paper. You're going to want it. I guarantee you you're going to want it. And you'll see why when we get to that point. There we go. Let's get the... Oh, man. Now, this is the burnt forest. This is not what they call the wasteland. You're going to want to be very careful in the wasteland. Because if you are in the wasteland, there are going to be landmines and dogs everywhere. So you're going to want to be careful of that. You'll know the wasteland because you're going to have hunks of metal all over the ground. Alright. Let's go somewhere that's a little bit more peaceful. Oh, I missed. Oh, another thing you gotta watch out for with these zombies in this mod pack is I find not only do they wiggle a little bit more, but they got a longer reach. Ooh. LED goggles? Seriously? Oh, yeah! Okay, so I've found mole goggles before. I've found mining helmets and stuff. When you wear items like that, you can toggle your flashlight with F. You can have a little light, which really comes in handy sometimes. Alright, so I've got 2 in-game hours to deal with however I am going to stay safe in the nighttime here. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is a lot of times I'll make a little temp base and I'll just chill. So I don't know if I can even make... Can I make wood frames? Because sometimes you don't start out with enough... Where are we here? You don't start out with enough... Uh-oh. I can't. So you have to upgrade your skills. So what do I need? I need construction, I think I figured that one out. Nope, carpentry. Carpentry. So how many carpentry? Wood door. Frame. Gonna want that level 10 ASAP for this very reason. Okay, so we'll make as many as we can make. We're gonna want... I think 8 should actually do it. Okay, so let's get away from that guy stomping around. I got very, very little time. I don't want to be stuck out here when nighttime hits. It's just not a good idea. This should work. Okay, so we'll do that. Come down here. We'll just make a little... Just like a little 1x1, more or less. That's fine. I can deal with that. Bloop. 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 I've saved... Oh, I need one more. I've saved, hopefully, enough wood that I can upgrade these to the point where I'll be safe for the night. Uh-oh. Let's... Oh, I need to make a shovel. Do I have enough to do this? I'm gonna have to work really quickly here. Oh, no. Alright, come on. Well, first things first, let's, I mean, sometimes you can be safe just running around, but I tell ya, it's iffy. Because they run, and they're a lot stronger at night. There we go. There's that. Let's see if I can't get this down. Come on. Oh, this is going to completely ruin my axe. Do I have enough to make another axe? Because if not, it's not even going to be worth it. Come on, you. Oh, I can make a scrap iron axe. I don't know if that'll do any good. They're kind of junk. But they'll do the trick in a bind like this. Come on, you. Perfect. Okay, there's... Uh-oh. I didn't think of that. I don't have enough wood. Okay, well, whatever. Hopefully, this should be good. So, I'll let night hit here, and then I'm probably gonna cut it just for the night. Honestly, just gonna sit here for the night. First night's usually like that. It is what it is. After this, I'm going to try and figure out where I'm at, because I can see my map here. I can see burnt forest on my map over here. So what I'm going to end up trying to do is kind of line up where I'm at and where I'm going. And then we'll figure it out from there.